Hey guys, Accountability Angel here, and we are going to go over some of the media coverage from the local papers and online that has been going on since the beginning of all this back in March. Um, I'd love to show you how a lot of it doesn't line up, and they're trying to use COVID as some sort of reasoning as to why they weren't allowing me in. And this is what I found. I found multiple articles, but these are the ones I found with simply typing in my full name and my town name, which is Peru, Illinois. And there are quite a few more that I don't have pulled up for today. But anyway, says here, a woman who calls herself Accountability Angel on YouTube live streamed her arrest this afternoon at the courthouse on Etna Road in Ottawa. Angel M. Farmer, 29, has posted videos over the last few months of courthouse security on Etna Road and the downtown Ottawa courthouse, telling her she can't make videos inside the buildings. In earlier videos, security personnel have patiently told her repeatedly that she cannot take pictures or make videos in certain areas or take a camera or phone in at all in others. One of the videos lasted half an hour. That's probably multiple videos, actually. After the incident, in a much shorter video today, she and Jacob M. Farmer, 28, were arrested and booked in the county jail on charges of obstructing a peace officer. Angel Farmer was also charged with battery. Her videos show that they are both holding cell phones and blocked by deputies or courthouse security at a door where a sign warns not to take phones in. Angel Farmer claims in her videos that she is exercising her First Amendment rights. She argues the courthouse are taxpayer-funded buildings, and the no video rule shouldn't apply. They didn't have a judge's order, that's why. On the other side of the argument are the people who say not everyone goes in the courthouse is there because they want to be and for reasons they want made public. Putting them in a video, even incidentally, can be embarrassing, violate their rights, or jeopardize their safety. Update. Angel Farmer and Jacob Farmer are out of jail on bond. Another update, the Sheriff's Department says that the confrontation began when Angel Farmer refused to comply with a COVID-19 screen at the door. That never happened. Never occurred. Never happened. They're liars. Jacob Farmer had already been inside the building to get some FOIA forms. He left and returned to the entrance where Angel Farmer started pounding on the doors. This part of the incident is not seen on her YouTube video. The Sheriff's Department says a court security officer went to St. Elizabeth with an injury. It wasn't seen on that video because they held us against our will and took our phones for days, so it took a while for that one to post. Here's another one. Let me move this. All right. So this one is from the News Tribune. It says 2 protesters with a social media following were taken into custody Monday afternoon after a confrontation with LaSalle County Court security. Angel M. Farmer of Peru and Jacob Farmer of Morris both are charged with obstructing a peace officer. Angel Farmer was additionally charged with battery. LaSalle County Sheriff's Office and State's Attorney's Office said formal charges would later be drawn up. There's me cheesing. My side view is me doing the peace sign. There's Justice Jake, handsome as ever. All right, the incident began at 1:03 p.m. at the LaSalle County Sheriff's Office, said in a news release, when Angel and Jacob demanded entrance to the Criminal Justice Center. Jacob Farmer cooperated with security and COVID-19 protocols, the Sheriff's Office said, then went to the window of the Sheriff's Office to collect Freedom of Information Act forms, which he was given. He then left the building. Angel Farmer did not comply and was denied entry, police said. After Jacob emerged from the CJC, she handed him a cellular phone and allegedly banged on the doors. When another person was admitted entry after complying with all protocols, police said. Angel Farmer then tried to push her way into the CJC and was stopped by security. Jacob Farmer also tried to gain entry, police said. The scuffle ensued and a court security officer was injured and taken to OSF St. Elizabeth, where the unnamed officer was treated and released. Isn't that weird? Unnamed officer, because it was no name, the Jim Noblock. But as you see, they're trying to use COVID as a reason that I wasn't allowed in, which they never offered to screen me. And not only that, the man that came up and I tried to go in behind as I was entering too, my brother wasn't there for that. My brother was still inside. All right. Says, if you've been following the story of a YouTube watchdog being jailed after a scuffle with security officers in Ottawa, she's claiming to be the victim. Angel Farmer of Peru was arrested Monday afternoon for battery and obstructing a police officer. While the sheriff's office says Farmer tried barging her way inside LaSalle County Criminal Justice Center while not following safety and COVID-19 protocols, the so-called accountability angel says she was simply attempting to turn in a complaint. Farmer tells WLPO News in an email that she was kidnapped, battered, unlawfully and falsely arrested and humiliated. She says there are many videos of the sheriff's office violating my rights and also putting hands on me. Farmer goes on to call one of the security officers involved in Monday's incident a lying scumbag, and that Tom Templeton is a very, very bad officer. Well, that's pretty much true. That was from Jeremy Aiken. I've had words with Jeremy Aiken. Again, they're using COVID. I had a mask on and nobody ever brought up for me to do any screening at all. Accountability angel and her brother appear in court. Says a sister and brother who are part of a ruckus at the entrance to LaSalle County Criminal Justice Center aren't seeking help of a lawyer. Angel Farmer of Peru, better known as Accountability Angel, and her brother Jacob of Morris were in front of Judge H. Chris Ryan Monday morning saying they will represent themselves. A new status hearing was set for May 20th. Angel Farmer faces 3 counts of battery and 1 count of resisting a peace officer, while Jacob is charged with 1 count of resisting. The LaSalle County Sheriff's Office says back on Monday, March 8th, the siblings got into a dust-up with security while trying to get inside the Etna Road Government Complex in Ottawa. 1 officer was checked out at OSF. These guys are just outrageous with their lives. Oh. I don't know what this one is and why they use that as the photo, but we're going to go with it. All right. Oh, wait, is this? No, this is that one. It's based off the other one. It links you back to Tom Collins' page, I think. All right. Says Accountability Angel and her brother could face up to a year in jail after charges filed in LaSalle County. A Peru woman was charged Wednesday with 3 counts of misdemeanor battery. Both she and her brother were charged with misdemeanor obstruction after a Monday melee that injured a court security officer. Angel Farmer, 29, of Peru, and Jacob Farmer, 28, of Morris, could face up to 1 year in LaSalle County Jail if convicted of their respective charges. The confrontation was filmed and broadcasted on Angel's YouTube channel. Both are scheduled to appear Monday, April 12th, before Judge H. Chris Ryan. Wait, oh yeah. According to the updated filings, Angel Farmer allegedly knowingly made physical contact with and forcibly pushed against Jim Noblock, whose wrist was injured in the incident. Noblock's right hand was still bandaged as of Thursday. 2 additional counts of battery against Angel Farmer allege that she made physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature with Noblock, and that she made contact with Kurt Pastrick, another court security officer. Kurt Pastrick actually is seen in their own video putting his hands on me. But anyway, Angel and Jacob Farmer both are charged with obstructing a peace officer, and Jacob Farmer's count, prosecutors allege he refused a lawful order to step back from an ongoing struggle while Angel Farmer was taken into custody. All right, guys, don't forget that. Don't forget that that's what they're alleging. LaSalle County State's Attorney Todd Martin said Thursday he was unable to comment on whether he will pursue jail sentences if the two are convicted. In previous interviews, Angel Farmer alleged that court security violated her civil rights and unlawfully restrained her. Jacob Farmer said this and other events showed LaSalle County authorities engaged in a pattern of denying citizens their civil rights. Sheriff Tom Templeton stated previously that additional action is under review. He said he's reached out to the Illinois Sheriff's Association to see which other agencies had been subject to the farmers' video recorded audits. Their term for public access compliance checks, and see whether additional charges are warranted. So he's trying to go hunt down other charges. What a weirdo. Angel Farmer posts videos recorded from her cell phone on a YouTube page referring to herself as the accountability angel. With the camera from her phone, she enters public buildings to ascertain security features, collect Freedom of Information Act forms, and generally assesses public access. Her footage has been uploaded to YouTube under the channel name Accountability Angel. Videos still on file show audits in Putnam, Bureau, Whiteside, Lee, Sangamon, and Whiteside counties. Again, that one is also from Tom Collins, who is the reporter that's been at every court date. He's also the reporter that Justice Jake may or may not have allegedly flipped off, which is what this article is about. It says a Morris man accused of obstructing police was held in contempt of court Thursday after making an obscene gesture inside LaSalle County courtroom. Jacob Farmer, 28, had just completed a hearing before Chief Judge H. Chris Ryan when he exited the well of Ryan's court and entered the spectator gallery. Seeing a Shaw Media reporter taking still photos, not video footage, Farmer raised the middle finger of his left hand and exited the courtroom. Ryan saw the gesture and ordered Farmer to return to the bench. Farmer inquired as to why he was being held in contempt. "You don't flip people off in court," Ryan said, adding later, "This is not a show and tell room." As required by the court, Shaw Local News was granted permission to take still photos in court of Farmer and his sister, who also was in court Thursday after filing proper paperwork. The Farmers were served with stamped file copies of the media request. Yes, we were. Neither of us argued it at all. But he wasn't given permission to take the photos after the proceeding, which they very clearly state was after. Nonetheless, I think Tom Collins has been fairly respectable in all this. Ryan entered a finding of direct contempt but deferred handing down a penalty, a fine, or jail time, Ryan told him, until his case was concluded. The case in question is obstructing a peace officer, a Class A misdemeanor carrying up to a year in jail for his alleged role in the March 8th arrest of his sister, Angel Farmer, who faces misdemeanor charges. The Farmers were charged following a March 8th incident at the LaSalle County Courthouse on Etna Road, where they were conducting a videotaped public access compliance check. The siblings take video of their encounters entering public buildings and then upload footage to YouTube. A LaSalle County court security officer was injured, resulting in 3 counts of misdemeanor battery for Angel Farmer. Both are charged with misdemeanor obstructing a peace officer. Thursday, both appeared without legal counsel and told Ryan they had been denied access needed to supply the LaSalle County State's Attorney's Office with discovery. That is, case information that must be exchanged between prosecution and defense. Ryan told both to fulfill their discovery obligations and declined to hear open court allegations of abuse and civil rights violations, instructing both to reduce their claims to writing. "I don't do discovery," Ryan told Angel Farmer during her hearing. "I don't do research and I don't make arrests." Ryan gave them separate return dates. Angel Farmer will appear June 24th and Jacob July 28th. All right. I got to make sure I don't do any doubles because there's this, it's overwhelming. Okay. Let's see. A brother and sister who conduct public access compliance checks plan to file motions to dismiss when they appear May 20th on misdemeanor charges stemming from March confrontation in which an officer was injured. Angel Farmer of Peru and Jacob Farmer of Morris appeared Monday and were advised that they could face up to a year in county jail if convicted of their respective charges. Angel Farmer is charged with 3 counts of misdemeanor battery, and both are charged with misdemeanor obstructing a peace officer. Both advised Judge H. Chris Ryan Jr. that they plan to represent themselves and invoke their right to a speedy trial. Although both tried to make oral motions to dismiss their charges, Ryan said they needed to reduce their arguments to writing for a hearing to be held later. Both protested their innocence in open court proceedings. "I did nothing wrong," Jacob Farmer said. "People are lying." Angel Farmer further stated that she was prepared to furnish evidence that her life was threatened, the state's attorney's office had been harassing her, and that some parties tried to set me up. According to court filings, Angel Farmer allegedly knowingly made physical contact and forcibly pushed against court security officer Jim Noblock, whose wrist was injured in the melee. 2 additional counts of battery against Angel Farmer alleged she made physical contact of an insulting or provoking nature with Noblock, and that she also made contact with Kurt Pastrick, another court security officer. Angel and Jacob both are charged with obstructing a peace officer. In Jacob's count, prosecutors allege he refused a lawful order to step back from an ongoing struggle while Angel Farmer was taken into custody. The confrontation was filmed and broadcast on Angel's YouTube site. I feel like I might have read that one already. I don't know. But if I did, get over it. All right. Says Angel Farmer said Tuesday that she is a civil rights activist and was not the aggressor in a Monday incident that injured a LaSalle County court security officer. Farmer, 29 of Peru, is out of custody and as of press time Tuesday is still awaiting formal charges in LaSalle County Circuit Court. Authorities booked her on preliminary charges of obstructing a peace officer and battery. She posts videos recorded from her cell phone on a YouTube page referring to herself as the Accountability Angel. "Are you aware that they were violating my civil rights?" Farmer said, standing on her porch Tuesday morning. She added later, "I have every right to stand my ground and not move a muscle." Farmer said that she was battered and unlawfully restrained while attempting to enter the county's criminal justice center, and that key details were misreported in the various articles and broadcasts since her Monday arrest. She said her phone was confiscated and that she was released without posting cash bond. Jail records show bond had been set at $1,500, but no indication of payment. Primarily, she disputed the police characterization that she was non-compliant or initiated contact with court security or her arresting officer. She declined to discuss whether she had retained an attorney. Also taken into custody was 28-year-old Jacob Farmer of Morris, Angel's brother, who faces preliminary charge of obstructing a peace officer but not battery. He returned a telephone message and issued a statement. Says, in quotes, "Basically, the events that have transpired over the past 5 months have shown repeated efforts by LaSalle County Sheriff's Office to deprive citizens of their constitutional rights," Jacob Farmer said, "and we are attempting to expose the corruption based on the circumstances that have happened over these past several days." But LaSalle County authorities were adamant Tuesday that the Farmers were responsible for the melee and that both engaged in a series of confrontations that had become problematic even before Monday's incident. LaSalle County Sheriff Tom Templeton said he's reached out to the Sheriff's Association to see what other agencies were subject to the Farmers' video recorded audits and whether additional charges were warranted. Templeton said his officers had been accommodating to the Farmers, but their various demands and resistance to infection controls and security protocols finally created a disruptive environment. He recalled an instance where a man entered lawfully, spooked by a nearby farmer confrontation, left his cell phone number with courthouse staff so he could be contacted later, and made for exit. Well, that was the man that was right behind me when I was arrested. And no, he did not do that. According to Donna, who's the one that dealt with him, she requested that he left. So they're, again, lying like always. Anyways, the disruptions have gotten to the point where we can no longer accept the conduct as lawful, Templeton said. Citizens, staff, and the judges that come here all have the right to function in a manner where there is decorum and security. Oh, hold on. All right, and enough is enough. LaSalle County isn't the only jurisdiction subject to the audits. The term Angel Farmer had used when she, with a camera rolling, enters public buildings to ascertain security features, collect Freedom of Information Act forms, and generally assess public access. Her footage has been uploaded to YouTube under the heading Accountability Angel. Videos still on file show audits in Putnam, Bureau, Whiteside, Lee, Sangamon, and Whiteside counties. Well, they said Whiteside twice, I guess. Locally, police chiefs report encounters with Angel Farmer dating back to autumn 2020. While not every agency was rankled, Peru Police Chief Doug Burnaby reported no issues. One chief reported having to draw the line. I have no idea which chief that is. LaSalle Police Chief Mike Smudinsky said he or his officers responded to 3 incidents, none of which resulted in charges by his office. Most memorable was last fall when Angel Farmer tried to film the city clerk's office, alarming some of the workers, he said, and then LaSalle Police Station. Smudinsky said he inquired of her activities, told she was conducting an audit, and he asked for whom. She told me that was her First Amendment right, and she didn't have to tell me, Smudinsky said. He invited her into the common areas, but not the offices or restricted areas. Farmer completed her taping without incident. Oglesby Police Chief Doug Hayes recalled the Angel Farmer videotaped our lobby and then filmed the exterior, complaining of a little-used stairway in the rear. She came back and said it wasn't very secure and that it wasn't a good idea to have open to the public, Hayes said. LaSalle police responded to 2 more incidents at the Illinois Veterans Home at LaSalle on December 22nd and January 2nd, with staff reporting belligerent activity. Farmer had also recorded a trip to the Ottawa Police Department where she attempted to record from the lobby through the window where dispatchers were seated, and the dispatcher put up a paper to block her view. Additionally, an officer greeted her and asked what he can help her with, and she said nothing. None of the visits produced any LaSalle County charges, at least until Monday. All right. And the last one we have for today, Accountability Angel gets a lawyer, August 26th court date. Brother, fellow suspect, Jacob Farmer, to appear August 16th. His name is Justice Jake, Tom. Come on. But anyway, a Peru woman accused of injuring a LaSalle County Court security officer during a videotaping project has hired a lawyer and postponed her attempts to have charges dismissed. Angel Farmer, 29, appeared Wednesday for a hearing on a motion to dismiss, but that matter was continued to Thursday, August 26, after she appeared with private counsel. Chicago attorney David Shistokis, I can never say it right, entered his appearance on Friday on Farmer's behalf. After a short conference with Farmer, agreed to a continuance while he gets up to speed. Farmer could face up to a year in jail if convicted of 3 counts of misdemeanor battery. She and her brother, 29-year-old Jacob Farmer of Morris, are also charged with misdemeanor obstructing a peace officer. Jacob Farmer appeared Wednesday for separate proceedings, but also left with a new court date. Chief Judge H. Chris Ryan set Monday, August 16th hearing for pretrial motions and told Jacob to reduce his pleadings into writing. Ryan also served Jacob Farmer with a copy of the order holding him in contempt as previously reported, Jacob Farmer was held in direct contempt after making an obscene gesture inside the courtroom. Ryan reserved handing down a penalty until the misdemeanor case is concluded. Brother and sister were charged March 8th following an incident at the LaSalle County Courthouse on Etna Road, where the farmers were conducting a videotape public access compliance check. The siblings tape their encounters entering public buildings and then upload the footage to YouTube. Well, so as you see, they have tried in multiple articles. These aren't even all of them. These are just some of them. It's all over Facebook. It's all over everything. There's Twitter. Like, I don't even use Twitter, but whatever. As you see, though, they're complete liars because anybody that watched the video at all immediately can tell that they never offered to screen me for Rona or give me the temperature check or any of that. They also refused to even allow me to try and go through the security measures because they were too busy keeping me out of the building because of a cell phone. And yes, of course, yesterday, people without a judge's order, and they refused to state whether there was one or not, so I'm led to believe that there was not one, were allowed in for some sort of meeting with their cell phones right in front of me. This whole thing's crazy. They're liars, and as you could see, Tom Templeton was even trying to find other sheriffs to try to get me in trouble. Like, what a dirtbag. Complete dirtbag. And then you guys don't even wonder why that fool abruptly left office with a 2-week warning. He should have been fired immediately. Same with their psycho dispatcher, Tara R. Hyde of the LaSalle County Sheriff's Office, and her boss. No good. No good. They're terrible people. But justice will prevail. They're going down. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Bye.